different needs of your family.
Okay. And then my sons, the first two boys, not so much, but the youngest, the third son, he was neglected. The first year when we were in all of our therapies and all of our surgeries and all back and forth to the hospital, he was 2.5. That's when toddlers are supposed to be the limelight. They're supposed to shine. They're supposed to get all the attention. And he didn't get much. And it didn't show up until he was a teenager, and he started exhibiting he was just mean sometimes. Mm-hmm. And my second son became the defender. And so he'd step in, and finally we sat down with our third son and said, let's talk about this. You know, where's this coming from? And he had some resentment, and he did miss some attention, and they get along great now. We prayed, we've worked it through, we've talked it out, but we tried not to let Johnny be the focus of our life. We tried to let each child have their own moments to shine and not let our world revolve around John, which is easy to do.
It is super easy to do because there's so many needs, and those things just rise to the top. But you have to be very methodical about how you handle that and what you need to say no to, even if it seems like it's good. It's not the best for the family, and that's what needs to come first.
So we worked real hard at that, and so but Johnny was incorporated into our life, and all of our sons have a great relationship with him. And right now my kids are all in their 30s, and on Wednesday nights I teach an ESL class at our church to immigrants in our community, and I drop off Johnny at my oldest boy's house, and they play video football, whatever. I don't know. I can't compete with them, and Johnny's really good at video games. I stink.
Oh, fun.
And then my oldest boy and my third son will go to movies with John. So they like to go to the movie theater and watch. They just watched the latest Terminator this week, and I don't understand all these different movies, but Johnny likes to go to movies. Those two like to go to movies. My second son, he's got 3 little foster boys, but on Friday nights he takes Taekwondo, and so Johnny now is in Taekwondo. We've been doing this for several months now, and Ethan pairs up with John, and he takes care of him and teaches him how to kick and all that kind of stuff. So
that's good physical therapy.
That's regular stuff, but we have a family business. So Johnny works in shipping. Ethan's the CEO. Isaac is our jack of all trades. Joseph's in multimedia and marketing. And so he gets to see his brothers every day, and he'll go over and hang out with Isaac for a while, and then he goes over and hangs out with Ethan for a while, and then his job assistant has to find him and bring him back to work. So he does great with his brothers. Now, grandchildren, he doesn't have much space for. It's a funny thing. We get the grandkids a couple days a week in waves, and Johnny will lock the doors and go down into the downstairs and watch Netflix. And he loves them, and they love him, but he's like an old man. He doesn't have the same capacity to hang out with little kids. And so